We are here, people. Good morning to all. Good morning to y'all, however the fuck you want to say it. Welcome to another edition of Wake and Pack on a Monday morning. In this case, we're going to say TGIM, goddamn it, right? Thank God it's Monday, okay? Hope you guys are enjoying the 3-day weekend, Shit, that used to be my favorite time as a goddamn student. Whenever we had any extra day off, I was all for it. And me as a parent, I'm even worse. Soon as they tell me, "Oh, I don't have school Monday," I'm like, "Yeah, hell yeah." They looking at me like, "Damn, you ain't going to school?" I'm like, "Yeah, but I know that feeling. I know getting up and forgetting that I didn't have to go to school. I know finding out Friday that there wasn't no school Monday. You know what I'm saying? So, you know how that shit go. But yeah, this is another edition of Wake and Pack, man. Shout out to everybody. My boy, shout out to Zane Strong, man. Hey, definitely, and y'all all see, what this is about to be about. Definitely, and we gonna talk about that for sure. Shout out to Milto. Hey, Milto in here early, y'all. Hey, when y'all see Milto, you already know. Hit that like button. Exchanging pleasantries. Definitely. Hell yeah, and Zane, with that being said, we gotta get it in on the sticks, man. For sure. Hey, you ain't lying. Shout out to my boy King Howie. All right, so we're gonna get this shit going, man. Goat Mike is in the motherfucking house. Shout out to you. And this was brought to my attention actually on Wake and Pack, right? So hell yeah, I know. Oh yeah, no, today we're gonna do it. We're gonna find that boy Cali Packer too. I actually found him. Was trying to play him yesterday, but we're gonna make it happen. But yeah, J Love, man. Listen, QB1, right? So let me tell y'all, first of all, I'm just happy for him. So and we doing a joint today, man. Been a minute since we did a joint in, boy. Yesterday I started this shit fire right here, man. I normally go to my little spot, but my motherfucking people had me go to this fancy spot, where it's all about branding and shit, But nigga, I swear, I seen some same weed that I get at my regular spot. They taxing the extra $10 for the same shit I be getting, but I understand. So we about to hit this slugger right now. And they got some Keef on top. It got Keef on the outside of the joint, y'all. So this shit official. This shit fire. But okay, we go get into that. But listen, this is about J Love, y'all. So what do you want from a QB1, man? You want a guy who's a leader of man, which he seems like he's grown into. You want a confident guy. He's been getting confident week by week by week by week. And what can I compare this to, man? I don't know. It's kind of like, have you ever been to church those certain times where, I didn't go to church often, but there's sometimes I went to church and I left that bitch thinking I could take over the world, right? Or you go to a seminar or something, a nigga walk up to you with a suit on and try to give you a paper like, "Hey, you want to work?" Oh, I always say no, but there's been a couple times where I'm like, all right, let me see what you're talking about. Go to a seminar. We go to some venue with a lot of people, millionaires get on stage, talk about how they got here, got there. You leave feeling great after that shit. So that's how I feel. That's how I feel about J Love on Radio Row, right? Like he must have went to Radio Row and did all those interviews and shocked me. Okay, listen, I knew he would be talked about in some kind of light, but shocked me from just all the plugs he was getting, the broadcasts. He was on pretty much every show around, bro. So that shows that the NFL is on notice about him. And more importantly, our division is on notice about him. Yesterday or whatever day I seen it, just look this title up. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like this was a title. And I just watched it. They was talking about Jordan Love. I had no clue that these two guys were Viking fans. After hearing what they said, and then after finding out that they were Viking fans, I felt uncomfortable. I would never talk as good about a Viking player as they did that they talked about Jordan Love, and they know that they are in fucking trouble, and so should the rest of the North, okay? And that's just regular shit. That's just from what he did last year. I ain't even counting him going to train with top tier athletes, not just Drew Brees, but top tier athletes, y'all. So he must have left that radio role like, damn, you know, because sometimes you need a motherfucker to let you know how good you is, you know, that gives you more confidence. Cam Newton told him. Again, Micah Parsons told a lot of people. I've watched a lot of interviews with J Love, and I think that shit really motivated him to say, you know what? And he mentioned the Super Bowl. Some motherfuckers be afraid to say it. He mentioned it. He said he wants one. They had the Lombardi on set on one of the interviews he was at. He was looking at it. He said, I want one, you know? So he seems, you know, to be fully in on this. And you want your QB1 going out there doing this kind of shit this early in the offseason. You got Aaron. Again, he's earned all what he's earned. Been in the league for 15 plus years. He does the darkness retreat. He does this. He does the A. J Love is getting the work put in, working with Hall of Famers, working with UFC fighters, working with cross trainers, all kind of people there. And another thing I want y'all to see is look how massive J Love is. Now, clearly, we know Drew Brees is 5'9", 5'10", right? So we ain't talking about that. We talk about him compared to the other people. Love is a whole 6'4", y'all. That's a big nigga, man. You know, he slept on about how big he is. Cam is known for being one of the biggest agile motherfucking quarterbacks. He's 6'5". So J Love 6'4", bro. Physically imposing, big hands. Like, again, we got a gym, y'all. Oh, he better be, you know. His checkbook is happy. Yeah, we changing the pace today. We doing a joint. Although my dumb ass ain't bring an ashtray today, we're gonna do it the ghetto way. We're gonna use a Celsius can. But yeah. Okay, yeah, I don't know what the fuck this shit called. This shit called a slugger. Hell yeah, slugger. Hey, the time I lit this up the first time, it looked like a baseball bat. But yeah, this is a little lower now. I was chiefing this shit yesterday playing Madden, trying to get in, trying to look for Zane Strong. Really, no training for that, Brandy? Good morning to you, Brandy, anyway. It's really, that's not a training thing. I wouldn't say. I would say that's an instinctual thing. You know, the more you run with it, the more comfortable you will be with it, and the more things you will do to prevent fumbles, you know. I suppose you can look at film at the likes of a Russell Wilson or Lamar Jackson, but they run low gravity to the ground, and, you know, they kind of get down kind of head first before the next evader tries to come get them. You know, J Love runs up high like a stallion. He got to start, you know, turning into more of a ball carrier, not just a guy running with the ball when he does take off. There's been a couple of times where he just looked awkward and uncomfortable. You got to change. Whenever you're running towards the sideline, you got to change the ball into your other hand towards the sideline. In case of fumbles happens, it's closer to the other end. Shout out to Cage. Yeah, bro. So I ain't the only one that's seen this shit. And to see Vikings fans gloat about J Love like that made me feel even better, man. We are in a good shape. We are in a good place. And that's why Good is like, well, shit, we could spend some money this year. You know, sometimes things change, right? We were on a kind of deal where I'm like, all right, 2025, we're going to make moves. It might be this year. Hey, man. And again, that's what I'm saying. So as great as he was last year, which he was great, let's just say, as far as a first year starter, you can put his numbers with anyone. So he started great. Now, greatness is a prolonged time of being consistent, but for him to come out first showing, to come out and do what he did, be the leader that he was for us. I'm glad we had turmoil. I'm glad we had some adversity. I'm glad we had a little bit of everything in this year to teach this kid from going on. And then one lesson he did learn with New Orleans, never give up. So whenever we're down by 10, 13, 14, 17, God forbid, and it ain't going to be that often this coming up year, but whenever we are, Jordan Love's going to channel back. I told y'all, all you need is just one reference. I got guys I played in high school now. We'll just say one name. Hey, remember that Silmar game? Boom. We already, that played it up. Like, we still talk about a play. So he's always going to remember when he's down. Remember New Orleans? Even the people who are on the same team. Hey, remember New Orleans? Hey, let's stick to one down at a time. We can't get 21 points in one drive. Let's just knock at it, get a kick, get a turnover, and that's how you win games, man. Yeah, bro, mid-season form. He just ended the season, and he's still training like the dude is going to be a monster. And I'm just happy to see that. That's what you want from your QB1, man. You know, motherfuckers be, scared of the work, and he definitely ain't scared of the work. I agree with you on that, though, Mike, and I would also like to say, Jordan Love, you look good in that Jordan brand. Now, Jordan brand has been all over 1265, if you guys don't know. Devontae Adams is represented by Jordan. When he was the player on our team, he got everybody free Jordan cleats, free Jordans, whatever they needed. It's only right, Jordan Love. MJ, where you at? Somebody send down the contract right now. I see Jordan Love being sponsored by Jordan Football at one point. Gotta be. I mean, it's only right, and it's just everything goes with it. Like I said, bro, the endorsements is coming your way. Congrats for the Old Spice. Maybe you'll be in the State Farm commercial at some time, even though Pat got it locked down and they got Travis there now, but they got to transition to somebody else at some point, right? Unless Pat just going to do it till he retire, like Rodgers almost did. But you don't see Rodgers no more in those commercials, although, he was hurt this year. So I think, you got to have a motherfucker out there playing to be making these commercials hit. Okay, I didn't know them at all, but I didn't look at, I really didn't look at the title. I looked at the thumbnail. I said, J-Lo. I said, so I just hit it. So I didn't know it was a Vikings kind of deal, right? So they was just talking and talking and talking. And when they both said that they were Viking fans at the end, after that, I said, oh, they know. I said, they know. Because, I know you guys know. I know we all know about J-Love. We've been saying he's going to take over the North coming up. It's just crazy and good to see that guys are willing to admit that they know they in trouble. So, woohoo to that. We will see y'all in Minnesota. Definitely. And don't worry about that, Brandy, because I think LaFleur is going to get fresher. Hey, iron sharpens iron. When Half comes in and does his shit on the floor in the offseason, when they practicing against each other, LaFleur gonna be like, oh shit, okay, I could get better prepared for the Niners. Oh shit, I see that. Hey, iron's gonna sharpen iron. So as good as Halfley is coming in and he's gonna do with us, just imagine his counterpart LaFleur on the other side trying to figure out how to beat him in practice. How to, because again, they're gonna be having battles with each other. Again, iron sharpens iron. Shit, like I said, KH before, people be like, oh, he coached under Rex Ryan. He coached under him. That does not mean that he has the same philosophy or he's going to call the same plays in certain situations. You can get reference from people. And, Drew Brees is a Hall of Fame player. One of the best players ever out and being undersized. So when you undersized, under-talented, he ain't had the biggest arm, and you still went out there and did damage, I'm going to be like a sponge, You can't, you can learn from all kind of people. So, and who's to say that, he won't work with Kaepernick at some other time, But again, Jordan Love is already better than Kaepernick has ever been. Sorry to say, you guys. Sorry to say, Niners fans. Jordan Love just had a better year than any Bears quarterback in history in his first year. Sorry, Bears fans. Well, I'm not actually sorry, Bears fans. You guys suck, and you always will suck, and you're going to fumble this position that you got right now. You're definitely going to fumble it, man. You didn't have the number one pick a couple times in a row. You didn't trade it. You didn't got your nice receiver, DJ Moore. You didn't took some more Packer players. Like, y'all should have been, y'all should have been figured out what the fuck is going on, and y'all should have been more competitive by now, and y'all not. Look, we took 1 year off, and that wasn't last year. We took a year off on Rodgers last year. Okay, so now we are back, bro. Do you think we just about to sit back and not make the playoffs? No, that is the standard and that is the expectation now. Now, if this year we didn't make the playoffs, then we'll be talking right now. I would be saying, okay, next year make the playoffs at all costs. Now it's a foregone conclusion, bro. It just depends on which seed we gonna be, and that's how confident we all got to be. coming into it. Oh yeah. He seems to be all in on that shit. Yeah, definitely. And then again, the best way to learn is live and in color. So it's only so many snaps he could take, Brandy, and anybody else. Even in practice, it's like it's not a full go. Like, so he had 17, 18, 19, however many games this year to break down that film. Just imagine him last year coming in. What fucking film did he have? Kansas City and fucking the Eagles. He got a whole season's worth of shit to see where he can improve at. Do you not think he's going to improve? Especially with the want to. All you got to do is want to, right? Again, Mike Vick famously said, I got my playbook, threw it in the back seat. Okay? I doubt J Love is doing that. Shoot, it depends, man. It depends. Again, he could get it from everybody. And I ain't got nothing against Drew Brees. I'm a Drew Brees fan, man. He's one of the greats, man. Bro used to throw for 5,000 yards and made it look routine. 4,900, like, yo, he knows a lot. So, again, and then, Love is so smart, he's not gonna stop at that. Love sat behind Rodgers 4 years, learned that. Now he's going out learning from different people, man. Hey, I wouldn't mind if he go talk to motherfucking Dan Orlovsky. I wouldn't mind if he talked. Hey, it don't matter at this point. Again, a smart man can learn from a fool, but a fool can't learn from a smart man. Not saying that anybody is a fool in this situation, but I'm just saying J Love could go learn from people who's even less talented than him. You know what I'm saying? J Love and Drew Brees has totally different games, but Drew Brees is one of the all-time yard throwers in as far as all-time in accuracy. Hey, J Love could have been a little more accurate, So hey, I'm cool with that, KH. Yeah. And that'll be another case. It remains to be seen as far as careers, because Eli did do his thing in certain ways. But when you talk about just the pure quarterback position, I got J Love over Eli as far as talent. I'm not putting 1 year up against 13 whatever years of good play by Eli. Honestly, a lot of it wasn't great, right? Eli was just getting by for the most part, having decent shit, but he wasn't ever leading the league and type shit, but he did make the Super Bowl and beat the best team ever in one of them. And then he beat another great Patriots team in the other one. So, he solidified, and he gave a stiff arm in the draft. One of the few guys to really say, nah, nigga, I ain't going there. And it ended up working out. How many stories would be out right now if they didn't get any rings and Eli and then Phillip Rivers was the one to get the rings? Nope. San Diego / LA Chargers continued their tradition, and then the Giants continued theirs. The Giants are not talked about normally as one of the top NFC teams, but as far as historically, they right with us as far as Super Bowl rings. So you got to respect it. You got old Giants that get respect. One of the greatest players, some say the best player ever in history. Bill Belichick said Lawrence Taylor. They get great players over there. Michael Strahan on TV now everywhere. Justin Tuck. Shit. Plaxico Burress, Super Bowl hero. Shit. Giants got better history than the Vikings. Hell yeah, but sometimes you still got to be humble and respect the opponent. Even myself, in certain situations where I count my eggs before they hatch, I'm like, hell yeah. Or I'm up, even something as small as I'm up in the game of Madden and I'm talking shit to the dude I'm playing, like, oh, it's over with. And then the motherfucker come at the end and beat me. You're feeling a little stupid then. So you always got to have respect until you go do the shit. You see Mahomes and Kelsey gloating around and talking shit like they talking because they did the shit. If they didn't do it yet, they were not talking like that yet. So we just got to get one. Let us get one and we could talk all that kind of shit. Exactly. So he worked with Aaron Rodgers. Now he's working with Brees. And that's just what we see. That motherfucker could have already worked with motherfucking Phillip Rivers or whoever the fuck else. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, hey, that's going to come, KH. Hey, Love is on the tear, man. I think if me and you and everybody else thinking like about, Love should have went with this dude and this and this, I think he's thinking too. I mean, he only could go to one at a time. So I think J Love is going to go. I think he notices already. He's like, all right, I already seen enough of Aaron. I dealt with him. I know I've taken what I've taken from him. I don't have to call Aaron about nothing. Because again, him and Aaron has each other's number. I'm sure Aaron wouldn't mind if Jordan Love had want to train with him or do anything with him, but Jordan Love had the benefit to do that for 4 years anyway. So now maybe he's like, whoever I got contacts with, I'm gonna start going to them. Shit, who knows? Next week he might be with Peyton, and we're gonna be doing the thumbnail of him working out with him. He might just be going to work out with everybody. But another thing about game, people gotta understand, from season to the next off season to the season, working on your game, you can't really work on 3-4 things. Not in the NFL. Just like the NBA, if you want to work on your game, when motherfucker ain't got a jump shot, like he gonna work all summer to get a better jump shot, right? So, it ain't like he gonna work on his jump shot, his dribbling. Like when you really got to improve in something, he gonna zero in on one thing. So, I don't know if it's accuracy. I don't know if it's stance, posture, demand. I don't know what he sees in Bree's game that he think he could learn from, and I ain't mad at it, but that thing might go around. I'm sure he'll end up working with Peyton at some point. And then these guys want to stay relevant too, right? The ex-quarterbacks and all that, them in the picture with J Love is getting them clicks and keeping them in the game relevant, So I think J Love, this is not the end of him working out with quarterbacks. Trust me. Already works out with Keenan Allen, Brandon Ayuk, and that was before, this season. We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, so Cage, am I missing something, bro? Why you don't like Brees? Drew Brees is a legend, bro. I ain't got nothing against him, But I feel during the same time that they got their ring and they little 10-year run, whatever they did, we did the same thing. And, McCarthy got fired and Sean Payton got praised, and Sean Payton continues to get praised. But, Mike McCarthy's getting praised now again. But, that was a little weird time. I didn't even know we was here that soon. Today's the deadline. I got to go check that out. Oh, well, of course. And, well, I'm a USC fan. So Vince Young knee was on the fucking ground, bro. Before he let that ball go, and they let the motherfucker catch it and give him the yards. But you don't want to give it to, was it Matt Leinart or somebody in the same kind of position? So, yeah, I understand that one for sure. And again, the Dez thing was not a catch. And, I don't want to be reminded about the Niners right now, unless we talk about them losing. Oh, well, that's cool. I mean, like I told people, I'm sure, like my boy KH said, it'll be a cheaper deal, And again, when you put your eyes on the screen, like, and see him return the kick, again, the dude led the league, bro. There's 31 other teams with a whole lot of other power. And it ain't like we got the best special teams unit, right? So for him to be leading the league 2 years in a row, he's just a dynamic player. For Aaron Rodgers to first see him, and Aaron Rodgers knows talent because he first seen Aaron Jones and was like, hey, we probably need to play this dude more, Big Mike. And Big Mike's like, okay, put him in the game, killed Dallas, and then the rest was history. So, yeah, I'm glad, that Keyshawn is back, if that is true. I did too. Yeah. One thing in some weird way, I think Goot is more confident in getting, doing a free agency move because he does have a lot of draft capital. So that may happen. Or shit, that motherfucker might trade back and get more picks. We don't know. Oh, it ain't gonna be debatable when he wear that jacket, bro. And this, Cage, it's just a numbers thing too after a while. And the Hurricane Katrina, like to get it there, and he's a TV guy, he's a shoe-in to go in the Hall of Fame. First ballot, maybe not. Maybe so though. This shit getting dry. So, bro, he's definitely gonna be in the Hall of Fame. Led the league in passing, I don't know how many years. See, now, after this, Cage, I'm going to go look at his career numbers, and I'll holler at you to give you my official answer if he's going to be a Hall of Famer. But if I'm answering right now, absolutely he is. And again, I ain't got no ties to Breeze or nothing like that, but I admired his play in San Diego, and I admired him in New Orleans. You know, again, like I said, undersized dude, don't got the biggest cannon, but you know, he's a warrior out there. You know, I love the finger paint over the eyes for the QB. You know, and again, the whole New Orleans thing, that was a greatest show on turf light for a while, right? Greatest show on turf. We already know who that is. The Rams. That shit was just crazy watching as a kid. But like, he did that almost over again with New Orleans. Hey, won a ring. I mean, he pretty much did it all. Hell yeah, definitely. And I think we will draft a nickel. And drafting the nickel, you see, you ain't got to use a number one or even two draft pick to like draft a nickel, right? You know, nickel is very important, but you can get that player in like a third round. I hope so, KH. Hey, Tom Grassi, fan of the year. Hey, draft coming to Lambeau. I'm all with it. I'm all with it. Old Spice now with J Love. Be expecting commercials, people. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, the rig is in, and it's in our favor. I'm with it. Who y'all talking about from LA? Keyshawn and who else? I don't know if he want to be that close with somebody that's like his main competition. Yeah, I don't know exactly where it is. Okay, so it's in New Orleans. Hey, ain't nothing ever wrong with that. If you have one, Brandy, I will be there. And if not, I will in spirit. KH, what's going on, bro? Just look at the numbers. Shout out to Monica and Naya. Shout out to the whole house over there. What's up, Monica? I'm doing very good. You know, I don't know how it's looking over there, but it ain't quite beautiful over here. You know, gray skies, and it's been raining, bro. Raining heavy all night. But I hope everything is good over there. And I like the rain though, especially when you ain't got a whole lot of running around to do. You know, this cuddle up weather. This like, you know, make some chili or you know some potato soup or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Get all cozy in the house, smoke you a joint, have your little sip. You know, wear your little house shoes, wear your robe, butt naked under there if you want to. And hey, I'm just saying, did the Packers ever win a Super Bowl in New Orleans? Haha, yes, we did. So that goes with the story too. Exactly. If it's footwork, again, he ain't taking Breeze's whole motherfucking you know, the motherfucker didn't get there on accident, man. Come on, KH. Definitely. Watson needs to work out with Wisconsin University's the unit over there that works with the hamstring. KH, what did he do to us? You tripping off of that victory they came and got from us? Like what's going on? I know you know what great players are. So you gotta say that Drew Brees is great, KH. Hey. What do you gotta do? He throwing for all right. I ain't gonna talk about Brees no more. Y'all gonna make me guess what? I don't want to have to make a whole show about Brees tomorrow. I ain't gonna do that. But today I will look at each year and really break down. I'm even gonna look at opponents. I'm gonna do a whole due diligent, higher point of view review of Drew Brees' career. But just coming off the top of my head, 10 plus years among the league leaders in passing every year, and in leading the league in passing at least 2-3 years, man. This dude was throwing for 5,000 yards. You can't do that on accident. Winning 13 games a year, you know. We see Sean Payton, you know, but you know, it's a marriage. You know, Belichick, Brady. You know, even though Brady went out and did it on his own in Tampa, although the motherfucker had Mike Evans, Antonio Brown. People forget how good Antonio Brown was. I was just looking at certain games of him in Tampa, and he was amazing. When he was with the Steelers, that boy was bad. Definitely. And again, Brandy, when you're less skilled in certain aspects of the game, as far as size and strength and all that, when you get the fundamentals down, that's how Brees was able to be so, so decent so long. I agree with throwing on a run more, but I like that bounce. He got a confident bounce, and that bounce can, it can redirect the defender. If you're just sitting there, the bounce kind of helps because it's like, okay, you don't know where you're going to go. Like a fighter. If a fighter just stood up to you and didn't move at all, and then he went for the punch, you don't know exactly where it's coming from. But if he coming with you like this, yeah, but hey, it ain't official until it's official. I heard some bullshit too, but it seems like those stories of people who think they could predict the future and want to be like the first one to say, oh, I said it this and then. I don't know. It ain't come out on the national news or nothing like that. Hey, they saying AJ Dillon's gone too. Hey, some people were saying Keyshawn is gone, right? So, we don't know what the fuck is going to happen. Hey, I was about to say that, Go Mike. I was about to say, KH, did you need some sage up in there this morning? Yeah, hey, it's funny. I thought about that. I was going to tell him that. Yeah, I don't know. We got, hey, KH, man. Hey, if the rig is in our favor, I'm good. I hope not, but then you know what? It's like I hope not, but I hope so. Okay? I hope not, but I hope so. Because this has been an exhausting deal we've been dealing with. I feel bad for him. Again, I always say he's my birthday twin. And sometimes, shit just gotta come to an end. We all wanted to hold on to Rodgers for so long. Lo and behold, we was holding back some possibly even greater. I ain't gonna go there like that right now, but I'm just feeling really good about QB1, man. Oh yeah, for sure. I thought you well, J Love from Bakersfield, you know what I'm saying? But he cool, you know what I'm saying? That's a little ways up north, but Okay. I mean, yeah, I got you on that. But let's be honest. Well, I was gonna say, you think them dudes is really, I mean, I thought that's supposed to be the mentality anyway, just knocking niggas' heads off. But they were doing some crazy shit. And that's for the refs, though. Okay, Bounty Gate is cool, but if the refs would have been doing their job calling the right proper flags, this would have been put on notice, right? A lot earlier than a little later. But what they did to Favre was damn near a crime, bro. Motherfucker should have went to jail for that shit. Had me feeling bad. I hated Favre's guts at that point. But when I seen that, I felt bad for Favre. Oh, that's what you're gonna do? Shit, you gonna be at the draft too? KH, man, I gotta go with great. KH, he won a Super Bowl, man. I know there's Brad Johnsons, Trent Dilfers, Joe Flacco's. I understand that, but like, goddamn, I mean, so he did this instead. See, you got the Brad Johnsons, Joe Flacco's, and the other people who didn't do the numbers, but they can say, hey, I won a Super Bowl. Not only did Drew win a Super Bowl, but he won, he put up good numbers. But again, perfect timing, 05, round the Katrina shit, and perfect. Hey, great story, right? A movie would be probably made one day. Hell yeah! Shout out to Darius Quinn. Yeah, that's what we talking about, bro. Shit, hey, that's more Peyton than him. Sean Payton. That's more Sean Payton than him. And then, yeah. But the offense was always top tier. The defenses would always gave shit up. So you gotta put that part in it too. Hey, we've been hindered by our defense for so long. Hey, I bet you are. I seen you in Packers head to toe. Well, that ain't J Love or Rodgers. Shit. That's Favre numbers there. I didn't think that. But those came late in his career. And again, when you always down, like they have been, such a bad defense, his offense, and then again, that's also gonna make his offensive numbers go up, as far as passing yards. But damn. Hell yeah, Brandy. I seen her in the suite in one of these games. I seen her in the suite. And I think, the NFL, I think they waited to Kansas City came to us. Is that correct? Or did we go to them? I forgot, but yeah, she was in the suites at Lambeau for sure. Right. Let's look at it that way. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. No, we definitely we gotta go check that shit out. You damn right. But Brandy, I don't want good people to go. Not good people. If you already got a good player and you know he's good, just work with him. Because there are a lot of bad players out there, right? And we know it. So if you got a good one, like that, again, I'm probably in the minority. But I don't have a problem bringing Dre back. But it seems like everybody like, oh, get rid of him. I'm just like, he got the skill set. He got the skill set. And I just really don't think, some people was like, oh, he's taking a step back. The man said he was hurt. We got to take that at face value, man. Definitely. Gadget plays on offense and returning kicks. That is it. That is it. Maybe in a pinch and nickel, like somebody gets hurt, somebody's too tired, somebody's helmet gets fucked up, the shoe come off. Keyshawn, go in there real quick. Okay. And best believe if the quarterback is smart, he's going to go right to him. But that's the only time I want to see Keyshawn. I agree. He kind of already did. Shout out to Angry Casual Fan. Hey, Angry Casual Fan, did you want to see Watson a little more in the divisional against the Niners? Or it wasn't the championship. It was a divisional. So, I think they underuse him on that actual game. So that might be because they scared he's going to get hurt, or that might be because of what we just said. He's getting passed in the depth chart. Before I knew what they were capable of, I probably wasn't sure because I am a big Christian Watson fan. But after seeing Reed do what he does, put him in the game at all times. After seeing Dubs do what he does over the past couple years and in big clutch moments in the San Francisco game, certain times of the year, Dubs always comes clutch. Hey, he needs to be in the game starting. Wicks, just me looking at his route running, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, okay, he knows something about this. You got some players who just are experts in certain stuff. When you just a great route runner, not everybody runs routes great. Some people are just so fast, again, one of the best ever, Tyreek Hill, right? And he runs routes good, but he don't even have to be the best route runner. You know what I'm saying? Because he's already going to be ahead of somebody, right? But, you got the Jerry Rices where Deion said he was the best because he gave you what he gave you every single time consistently. Every route was the same. That's a good route runner. When you're tired and you start running routes a different way, later in the game, you start showing yourself. And, hey, condolences, bro. And, they in a better place now, man, to them, to your folks, bro. And, yeah, man, no, he has an incredible, coming up story. And that's how, that's the first thing I look at, man. When it comes to drafts and even musicians or wherever, I'm like, where are they from first? Let me get a kind of idea of the background. I'm here in Bakersfield. I'm like, okay, that's close enough to the land to where I'm at. I'm like, okay, Bakersfield, we probably done bathe with some of the same water at some point. And I done did my thing in Bakersfield before too, and yeah, when you've been through something, all that shit on the field is nothing. That's why every time we've seen J Love, there has never been a time where I seen him flustered at all. Even with throwing the horrible pick at San Francisco, that was more like fuck, I knew I shouldn't have thrown that. Why did I do that? That wasn't like I'm scared, let me get rid of this bitch. Oh, this moment is too big for me, let me get rid of this bitch. That was just a mental error from a young guy. And it just happened at the most inopportune time. But that one pass there is going to help us out a lot more, than it hurt us. I promise y'all. Again, him and Stokes are going to the expert, No, I think we're going to draft one, KH. I think we're going to draft one. If you've seen it, 2 years ago, Quay, only when he had to, when there was injuries and shit, he had the green dot on his head. He was calling the plays and shit. Rarely in his rookie year he did it alone. But this past year, Quay it seems like it does kind of seem like they will be moving on from Devondre because they like, all right, Quay, this year you need to learn how to call the plays because we're gonna get you a sidekick and you need to relay everything to him. So it is a perfect kind of time to bring in a high price, like a draft, pick at that position, early draft pick. But we could go either way. Again, people keep talking about this queen. I don't think Baltimore will let him go. They just got a new DC. They want to equip him with, the best opportunity they can. And with the year him and Roquan had, how could you let him even go? Again, if he's a free agent, he's going to go out there and test the waters. But is we really going to break the bank for him? You know what I'm saying? Or is there a guy in the draft who Hafley might know, who Hafley might have played against, who he might be very fond of, or one of his, again, we need a linebacker. I'm cool with Dre. They may move on from him. If they do, I think they're gonna get it in a draft, man. If you ask me. They outperformed them, I would say, due to injury, man. We've seen Watson again. 2 of the games where we needed him most, Kansas City, and the second one, Detroit. Watson came up big, Again, we want to go over the measurables. 6'4", 4.3 speed. You know what I'm saying? And hands could get a little stronger, but he will, and he needs to add a little more body mass because again, he's very fragile when he gets hurt. But I'm still a Watson dude. Like Watson's ceiling is higher than all of those guys. His ceiling, what people would think he could get to, But it depends on if he can stay healthy, man. That dude is a freak. Hey, Christian Watson's a freak, man. Hell yeah, we got to. Those are 2, leaders and staples of the team, man. Those are the 2 OGs of the team, And Jaire is a leader, and let's definitely expect Jaire to have that captain on his jersey this year. I think he is. Oh, it's gonna be fun and nasty, KH. That's why I think some people still say draft a receiver or get a vet, but I'm just like, where are we gonna put them? Again, injuries are gonna happen. And that'd be the only time if we banking on injuries to happen, which does happen in football. So again, but then how much you gonna pay for a vet? I think T. Higgins is out of our price range, And then again, I do not want to Sammy Watkins or who's the other dude? Who's the other dude we got and we tried? He was decent for a minute. I don't want no motherfucking 13, 14, 12 years. I don't want no Julio Jones coming through. I don't want no one signing like that. I'm sorry, Well, bro, that ain't, the word in the locker room. I mean, at least Rashawn loved Joe Barry. He said it wasn't like that, But, it was just time for a change. But, yeah, they're going to play hard for half just because, again, when the coach come in his first year, you want to impress him. You want him to be like, oh, I want to, you could play and practice your way into getting playing time. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, for sure. Oh, hell yeah. Hey, I ever see J Love, I don't give a fuck. I'm dapping him up. I think there is, but they ain't gonna show us no love. Yeah, bro. And again, a whole 6'4" out there. That's a big motherfucker, man. 6'4", It was Peyton Manning 6'7", 6'6". You got some tall guys, a Flacco 6'6", Josh Allen 6'5", but hey, 6'4", pretty big, man. Oh, somebody likes Ford and somebody likes Dodge. I'm sure he'll have input. Definitely sure he'll have input. And he just came from the college game, so he might know a few guys. Okay, well shit. The replay will be there, Milto, if you want to check it out. But we just shooting the shit, man. Shit, you ain't really missed nothing. We just talking about QB1 and how, just he's already putting in the work to be great. This is just what you want from a quarterback one. You want to see him this early after the offseason already training. And you could just see the glow in his eyes during the whole radio roll in the Super Bowl thing. I think it really motivated him. And that's a good thing. He would change a lot, but again, he would definitely change a lot too, as far as that book, that checkbook. You're right. I mean, it's tough when somebody calls something and you do it and it just don't work. But again, it could have been the player's fault. But yeah, hey, Joe Barry gone, man. Glad we ain't got to deal with this shit no more. Hey, you ain't lying, Brandy. Seriously, like it took this year, again, each time I'm looking like, damn, we need another third down and long. This dude gets it done. I'm talking third 13, third and 16, third and 17, even the third and 20. We got something for real. You ain't lying on that one. I'm a Dodge dude. I'm a Dodge dude. I'm a Dodge dude too. I'm a Dodge dude for sure. Nah, I didn't see that, but I definitely will check it out after this shit. He definitely is. Hell yeah, man. It's just like we just know that we're on to something, and we've seen this before. 10 plus years of excellence at this position, and to see him not being satisfied, he came out, had a better year than anybody would think. He was not satisfied about that, y'all. He came back out early this year, working out with Breeze this early and other athletes, and then it's good to get reference from other athletes. They deal with injuries different ways. MMA fighters deal with injuries different ways. They giving all kind of pointers in there. You think they're not asking about diet, routine, what they do for weights? Like, it's a melting pot in there of a lot of athletes. There were some other quarterbacks there too, but like, you gotta love it. Yeah, but we got somebody that's capable. Aaron wasn't gonna take the risk like that. So we got the explosive receiver, angry casual fan. Whether it's, again, a lot of those guys have certain aspects in their game that is explosive, man. I think we're good at receiver, bro. Now, am I gonna say no? Or would I be mad at all if a T. Higgins was to come through? No. But I'm saying it would have to be a T. Higgins. None of that Julio Jones. None of that, like, you know what I'm saying? None of them type dudes. Numbers wise, I think he can top all them numbers, I think he can top all his numbers he did this year. I definitely think he could throw for more touchdowns and throw for more yards. I think he can run for more yards. So he can top everything still, Brandy. And that is not what he did this season, y'all. That is not like, that is a microcosm of what he's going to do. Like, if you've seen the leaps that he was doing from game to game, like, we got to think that we in good hands, man. And he can top everything from last season as far as the numbers. And of course, he can top, our position as far as playoffs. He can also top getting further in the playoffs, which means we would have to go to the NFC Championship. So there's a lot of things he could top, and I think he has the abilities to do it. Yeah, man. Yes, he would. Lord. Brandy agrees. Oh, man. Let's not. Okay, then. Y'all know about Farby, too, though. He would throw some shit, too. He would throw some fair catches out there. He got two Eagles defenders back there. Like, you want it? No, you. How many picks you got? They had a whole conversation before the motherfucking ball came down. They're like, all right, you take the pick. That boy Favre, man, love him to death, but woo, he'll throw some shit. Aaron Jones is a game changer. Y'all, is right in front of your face. Hey, would you know a robber if he came and robbed you? You know what I'm saying? Explosive players y'all talking about, game changers y'all talking about. I'm sorry to say, again, we've only seen a little bit, but I think Bo Melton is a game changer. Call me crazy, call me a homer. I think Jaden Reed is a game changer. Call me crazy, call me a homer, And just like J Love, y'all see J Love out there practicing and doing shit already. You don't think Jaden Reed gonna be doing that? You don't think Romeo gonna be doing that? You don't think, like, yo, not a, so let's just imagine what they did, and let's just imagine them all getting better, bro. I'm more and more starting to think that we good on receiver. And then again, there's only so many roster spots, bro. We already got, again, hopefully Christian Watson stays healthy. Again, he's going to a specialist, right? So they're doing everything they can. They see what the problem is. He's going to a specialist. Him and Eric Stokes, they've been having problems with the hamstring. They're going to the best hamstring people, at University of Wisconsin, y'all. Shout out to my boy Ernie, man. You already know how I go. Hey, Aaron Donald will be perfect for us, boy. He will be perfect for this defense. Woo! Okay, we ain't quite there yet now, angry casual fan. We ain't quite there yet. But, you seen that Sports Illustrated cover? Jordy Nelson, Greg Jennings, Donald Driver, Aaron Rock. Hey, I think we could do that again with this group, man. And Bo is going to be a part of it. You can't teach that 4-3 speed. Just imagine Bo, man, it could get ugly this year. We didn't even talk about the tight ends. Both tight ends, though. Tucker blocking like crazy and catching. And we got Musgrave, bro. Hey, baby something. Baby Kelsey, baby Kittle. Hey, Musgrave is about, if he can stay on his feet after a catch. Shout out to Ernie, man, coming through. Definitely. He should be at this fucking point. You done did it all. You're on your way to retiring, but it'd be hard to see him come to Green Bay after being in LA. I see him retiring at some point, but that would be a dream. It has to be a lot better. That's why I still think you guys, guard/tackle swing kind of guy, man. Early in the draft, I think we got to get it, y'all. I think we got to get it, Safety for sure. Linebacker for sure if they don't bring back Dre and whatever. And yeah, we need a lineman, a more of a mauler type dude, And Josh Myers, we got to see what's going on with that. Hell yeah. He is, bro, but he has a lot of, run after catch. He's a little faster than the normal, he's really good, man. He's better than Kraft, and that's hard to say. Hard to say. Definitely. He's more of a downhill run blocking kind of guy, Zach Tom, obviously, expert in pass blocking. If you see a lot of our runs be to that left side, Elton and Rashid, they're going to get you there. Rashid, what, 6'6", 6'7", 300 plus, and we already know Elton's one of the best guards in the league for sure. Top 3 to me. That's why we need a little more nasty in Myers, man. He got the body. Whole 6'5", 3 plus. Like, come on, Josh, get you some nasty. Act like somebody cursed your mom out or something. Act like somebody slapped your mom. Like, hey, if I was on his team, like, oh, I'll be getting him mad. Some players, you got to get them mad. I'm sorry, you just got to do it sometimes. Get them mad some other kind of ways, like before the game, and not even knowing that, he's pissed off at that. But that I've seen that shit work out. You just got some nice guys out there. Even when it comes to answering questions, like when they ask Myers a question, he like really thinks about it and he takes a deep breath because he just doesn't want to like say anything wrong or, especially because they ask him about injuries a lot. Like just watch a Josh Myers interview. You'll see he's kind of like, he's just a teddy bear. Yeah, but I think as a tandem, more like, Hernandez and Gronk. Definitely. But we got to look at what we got already. Are we cool with Rashid? Yeah. Are we cool with Zach Tom? Yeah. Are we cool with Elton? Yeah. So center and the other guard might be a problem, right? If we cool with everything else, to get a good running game, we just got to get 2 more. Plug in a more physical downhill running center, a more guy. Centers to me, man, it's like an echo of a quarterback. Again, like I always tell y'all, there was a time where the clock was running down to almost 0. Corey Linsley turned around and looked at Aaron like, hey, what you want to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you need in a center. I like Myers. I see him out there pointing this shit. He's gotten a lot better with, letting his line know, he's commanding his line a little better, but I just need some nasty. And some people just don't have it, Pass blocker, good. He does a good job. Screens, he does a good job. But as far as running downhill, and being a mauler, running somebody in the ground, that is not his game at this point. And neither is that Runyon's game. Sean Ryan has a little bit of that, more of that in him. So we'll see what happens. House of Red Wine was good. I mean, we can't go wrong with that. Kyle Pitts is one of the best players on the team. Between him and Bijan, that's like their Aaron Jones and our Aaron Jones and whoever else is our top player. So they use him, in order to get that out of him, the usage rate got to go up. We do not use the Musgrave or Kraft more than Kyle Pitts gets used in his offense, and that's a good thing. Love's favorite receiver is what? The motherfucking open one. Oh my God, they're delusional, man. And it's starting to get sad, man. They didn't let Detroit pass them. Like they're always at the bottom. They're gonna be last in the division again this year. Oh, hey, angry casual fan. Hey, a little something, bro. Hey, and Brandy is a Carl Brooks fan too, I believe, and so am I. D tackle / D end, bro. He can play both, and then on this defense, Hafley's gonna have fun with him. Wooden too, man. Hey, don't sleep on Wooden either, bro. We got a nice rotation. Heavy D, Devontae Wyatt. Wyatt this year, I'm putting the pressure on Wyatt this year, y'all. I need to see a little more from him. Now, is he improving? Has he improved from when he came in the league? Absolutely. But to the level and to the pick where we got him at, I don't know. I might beg to differ. Yeah, and you know what? House of Red Wine? Definitely. And again, let's not get to, remember Green Bay, we had big old towers, but they were big and slow. We had Equanimeous. We just had 6'4", 6'5" receivers, and they were, no separation. All their 40 times were like sub 4. They were like 4.6, 4.7s. I don't want to get back to that. Let our big pass catchers be the tight ends as they should be. Absolutely, Brandy, for depth. Yes, I would. I mean, again, we see these guys dealing with injuries in the pinch, number one, which he has done. Let's not listen. We want to talk about Rashid all this year, and it's cool. He did do a great job, but half of the time, it was half Rashid and half Yash. So we cannot disvalue Yash. Even go 2 years ago. Elton Jenkins not playing at the game I went to, San Francisco. I'm like, damn, we gonna have trouble. Yash went in there with some chips from Big Dog. Big Dog was laying motherfuckers out that game. Boy, oh boy. But that's for depth, absolutely. Now to say, get him to be a starter, no. And he should be relatively cheap. Absolutely. Any tackle goes down, right or left, I'm good with Yash in there for a game or 2 or 3. Now I don't need him in there for 7, 8, 9, 10. No, but in a pinch and somebody gets hurt for the rest of the game, they good, but they're gonna go through protocol, and for him to get in, I'm cool with that, and he'll be cheap. We'll see. I've been hearing the name a lot. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what he could do, and he's definitely gonna get his opportunity, like we said, this year, because new coaching and all that, and JJ, it's gonna take him a minute to get back. Woo. Well, bro, it's kind of like they both start. Kind of. A lot of times you see them both in the same set, because, LaFleur's offense is real condensed, real close, and then they just all skirt out, So, he's kind of like a starter. But, Musgrave gives you that over the top, though. You know what I'm saying? Kraft can give you everything, but Musgrave can give you the ultimate goal better, right? Like catching one and going to the house if he can stay on his feet. Seriously, every fucking catch this dude's get. One catch he got, nobody was around him, and he falls. I wouldn't be mad at that. But I got motherfucking Carl Brooks, man. While we talking about it, I got Carl Brooks, man. I want to say it, and I hope it's Devontae Wyatt. Because that draft pick needs to, come on. It already looks like Sean Ryan done came in. Shout out to you too, my boy, Dark Gable. OG, what's the word? It's looking like it. It's looking like he might be one that goes. And then again, just like I mentioned for Yash, but on a lower level. For depth, not starting, I wouldn't be mad at Runyon coming back. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Sean Ryan get hurt for a player too. All right, Runyon, you get in there, but yeah. Again, if we got good guys, and again, he did digress. I mean, he did he wasn't as good as he was the year before, I don't think. I thought that Runyon would do more than he has. I don't know what it is, but sometimes years like that happens. It could be a difference of 10, 20 pounds. I remember Bakhtiari got punked, in the game against Bosa. One of them games we got killed, where Mostert was still running the ball. And, that offseason, him and Aaron was talking, and he was like, y'all see David? He's like 30 pounds heavier. He said he had to do that after the NFC Championship. Sometimes it could be that. Motherfuckers getting thrown around, and you got to be like, you know what? I got to change my diet. Or you know what? I got to get a little more, stronger, just like Zach Tom. I'm sure he's out there, even though he does good, he's a kind of like an undersized guy. He's out there getting stronger. Listen. I'm a big Caleb Jones fan. 6'9", Brandy. 370. Try getting around him. Good luck. Maybe the only thing is conditioning. Maybe the only thing is just play by play, just smarts maybe. Something is preventing this guy from getting in. But when you look at him, you could look at the whole line of players, and he just stands out. And in the preseason for how big he is, he did a great job. I love Caleb Jones, but I don't think he ever gonna get the time of day. He ain't ever gonna get the time of day. Okay. And I didn't do my research yet, y'all, on the corner from Iowa, but I seen a few pictures, and I'm gonna do my due diligence on him too. But is that a guy that Green Bay will really get? And would y'all be satisfied with that? Okay, see? That's kind of shit would get him going, you know what I'm saying? And that's why he probably had one of his better games that game, For real. Hey, sometimes too, you can use it to your advantage. Sometimes a shorter nigga could knock out a bigger nigga because he got the right torque and all that, and his size to hit that chin in the right spot and come from under, and be able to put his body into it. Big dude gotta, you gotta guard yourself and, stay on the outside and don't let the little man in. So, hey, he got to use them arms. Yeah, but we do need that talk. We need that talk. Just like, Mike Daniels said we was missing that. Brooks is a fucking beast, bro. Beast. Rookie, y'all. Hello? Like, y'all, man, he gonna come out of nowhere. Yeah, bro, he needs some work. But, bro, this was his first time actually getting some time in the NFL, bro. We got to crawl before we walk. You got to think that he's going to come better, bro. Coming out of college, he was one of the top dudes. This dude leading the league in sacks couple years in a row among the leaders, Kayvon Thibodeaux from Oregon. Sean Ryan, like you like to say, go Mike, wipe them with the floor, or wipe the floor. You know what the fuck I'm saying. You're right. And Milton, I always have an argument about this poor man's thing, because I think it's a compliment, but somebody call me a poor man's anything, I probably wouldn't like it. So yeah, I might have to stop using that, because a poor man something could still be a good thing, but people are like, I don't want to be no poor or nothing, right? So I hear you on that one. Yeah, he's solid, and I think he's gonna get better. It was just early, bro. He ain't never really had no time like that. He was basically taking his first snaps. Oh my God, for sure. Put that motherfucker at center. God damn it. Can you hike it just for one time? No, I wouldn't even trust him doing that. But bro, Caleb Jones, I would have, like, again, something clearly is holding him back. Rashid passed him in the in the depth chart. And I think even in the preseason, I was upset from how much he didn't play, from how much Rashid was playing. I'm like, all right, I've seen enough of Rashid. I get it. He's good. I'm like, I want to see Caleb. I believe he only played in one game, but he got good feet for a dude that big. Oh, wait, like that. Myers got to get a little tough in him. I said it, but you know, hey, that was a pick, man. You know how Goof feel about his picks, man. He gonna exercise every option. Hell yeah. Hey, I'm about to get out of here too, bro. Y'all didn't let me do an hour, didn't tell me nothing, bro. Yes, I'm gonna check him out. All right, we're gonna get into, you know, we're gonna get into draft stuff at some point, you know. It's coming up. Yeah, that shit in April. We still got a little time, but we're gonna get into all that. Okay, so we got some names to look up. So yeah, we're gonna do something with the draft. We're gonna figure it out. Maybe we'll do a wake and pack just only about the draft. We'll see what's up. But you already know what time it is. Damn, it was an hour. I didn't even know it was an hour, y'all. Damn. All right, so shout out to everybody, man. House of Red Wine, thank you for coming through. Dark Gable for sure. Always, like I say, if I forgot about you, I didn't forget about you. Zane Strong, thank you, bro. You know, I get with you later. Dark Gable, OG, thank you for coming through. Angry Casual Fan, for sure. We already know I like when you come through, we holla at you. Brandy Lewis, of course. Glad to see you. Milto, hey, everybody hit that like button. John Bainan, everybody hit that like button. You already know how it go. Shout out to Big Nate. Shout out to Monica and Naya. House of Red Wine. Goat Mike. KHTV. Shout out to TR, man. Packer fans with swagger, everybody, man. And shit, I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. But yeah, man, Love Jones. Shout out to Love Jones. Hey, QB1 is out there handling business, y'all. Y'all gotta feel that we are in good hands. Shout out to Darius Quinn. Y'all gotta feel that we in good hands. You know, just going into the future, man. This dude is not playing around. He got that just glow in his eye that he's just like a sponge right now, trying to learn from everybody, including Drew Brees. KH, I can't wait to check out KH video. I want to see what you got to say about Drew Brees. The dude is decent to me, so you know, I'm gonna check that out. But shout out to my boy King Howie though, man. Go check out his Drew Brees video right now after we end this shit, because I'm about to do the same thing. But everybody out there, have a good day. I'll holla at y'all tomorrow.